Virtuous Lady, Virtuous Lady.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, my goal is to motivate, to inspire, and encourage you to live your best life to the fullest. On this particular topic, actually the series, A Celebration of Love. And it started out beginning of February. It's going to run through the end of February. A celebration of love. So as we give out love, we have to know how to love ourselves. As you see from the topic, the importance of loving yourself. It is so important to love ourselves, because we can't give out love if we do not love ourselves, at least not properly. So if this is something that you're interested in, for those that are tuning in for the first time, I'd like to say welcome to you. Welcome. And for those that are returning, always a thank you. Appreciate every like, every comment, every subscribe that you've done. And for those that are tuning in that have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up at the end if this has been an encouragement to you. All right. So at this time, we are going to get started. There are 5 tips. As I've been doing a lot of soul searching over the last, I would say, few years, but mostly the last year, just researching and finding out as much as I can about me. And as I'm finding out things about me and aspects, my goal is to share it with you. All right, so we're going to get started on the 5, there are 5 aspects for this particular video about the importance of loving yourself. The first thing that we're going to talk about is accepting yourself. You have to accept yourself in order to love yourself. You have to accept yourself right now for where you are. Not what you want to be, what you're going to be, what you aspire to be, but accept yourself right now, because we can't move forward to be involved, because, it's a process like the butterfly of involving. We can't evolve into that person until we learn to love ourselves, love every bulge that we have. We may not be content with it, but love, everything about you. We have to love ourselves for where we are. And once you begin to love yourself, then you begin to better care for yourself. And we can evolve into the place that God wants us to be. We can evolve into the best version. You can evolve into the best version of you. I can evolve into the best version of myself. And this is what it's all about, being able to evolve into the person that we are intended to be. And isn't it true that before anyone can love us, the way that we deserve to be loved, we have to first love ourselves. Because see, when you love yourself, there's some things you're just not going to tolerate. When you love yourself, you're not going to always put yourself last. And you're not going to always allow people to push you to the back or to cause you to get involved with things that, you're doing it to please them. So when we begin to love ourselves, and in doing that, it helps us to be the best version of ourselves, but it also shows other people how we deserve to be loved. You get me on that? How we deserve to be loved, how you deserve to be loved, how I deserve to be loved. So that's your first point, is to accept yourselves, to love yourself where you are right now. The second thing is that we've always been taught that self-love is selfish. At least, me being in church all my life, pretty much all my adult life, I should say, I was always taught to always put other people first. So I was always at the back burner all the time. I can't blame that on nobody else. I point the finger at me, because I did it. And what I've learned, that it's not selfish to put yourself first, because we can't give out if we're not full. If we're constantly putting other people's first, what we're saying is that I value you more than I value myself. The Bible says in Mark, I think it's 12:31, is to love thy neighbor as thyself. How can you love your neighbor if you don't love yourself? I'm not saying just, oh, I love you, because we say that so casually, but I meant actually love yourself. Love who you are. Love the skin that we're in. Love every blemish, every spot, everything about us on the exterior. Love even the inside that we're yet still working on. But we have to get to the point where we love ourselves. We have to love ourselves. To the point where you're actually falling madly in love with yourself. When you're madly in love with yourself, you're going to do things differently. You're going to care for yourself differently. You're going to care what you're putting in your body, which, as far as your eating and everything. We're going to care what we're putting on our body, And this is one of the things why I went to as much natural as possible. Because, and I found out chemicals and stuff, I'm not putting that on my body, But I was ignorant to that. But once I got the knowledge of that, everything had to change. Because I started thinking, I'm the best one to take care of me. If I don't take care of me, I can't expect the pharmaceutical companies to take care of myself. So when you love yourself, it's not selfish. It's being able to take care of you first so that you can better take care of someone else. And in loving ourselves, we have to surround ourselves with positive people. We have to remove all the unhealthy, toxic people out of our life. Sometimes if it's family members, of course, we can't, as Bishop Jakes would say, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Sometimes you have to distance ourselves a little bit. For those that are always putting you down, that always have negative things to say about you, that's not helping you to reach your full potential. That's always downplaying or killing dreams or things that you're aspiring to do. Always a negative remark. Never have time to spend time with you. Always making excuses. These are the people that you need to kind of, especially if it's family, push it on the back burner a little bit. But with their other members, sometimes you just have to walk away from it. Because loving yourself, meaning I'm not going to allow garbage up here, mentally. I'm not a garbage can for people just to dump and say anything that they want to say. Because even though we say that, we used to always say sticks and stones or may break our bones, but names will never hurt. Names do hurt. Words do hurt. So anything negative, I don't want to hear it. If I can't help you because you don't want to help yourself, then all I can do is stand in the background. And I pray for you. But I will not allow toxic people to pull me down. I will not let a lot of negative comments to affect me because I don't want to hear it. And that's the place that we have to be. I love myself more than that, to take the time out to respond to negative things. That's just not where I am right now. That's not where I want to be. And that's not where I'm going. So that's where we have to get, where we love ourselves enough to be selfish. We have to protect. It's almost like He said we are the temple. So it's like we have to protect this temple. And that means from our ears, the things that we hear, our ear gate, our eye gate, things that we're going to see, protect our bodies. We have a responsibility to take care of this temple. God himself is not going to come down and make us brush our teeth, make us, rest when we need to. He's not going to make us do that. There are things that we have to do. And these are things that we have to do. And that's showing love. It's awful funny that we'll do those things for other people. Make sure you take your rest. Make sure, but we're not following the same. So in other words, we're saying, I love you so much, I'm giving you the advice. But I don't love myself enough to take the advice for myself. Now, what does that say? Sometimes we have to keep our cup as full as possible. And I used to always pray, Lord, just fill my cup to the point of overflow. When I would go to Saturday, with the prayer warriors, Lord, fill our cup to the point of overflow. When our cup is full, where it's overflowing, then we can be able to help other people. It's the overflow that blesses other people. It's the overflow of love that others see. Now, if we empty all this out, we have nothing for ourselves. And we have nothing to give because our cup ourselves is empty. You can't give out of an empty cup. So we have to get to the point where, I'll give this and I'll give that. But now it's time for me to replenish myself. We have to rest, relax, and replenish. When you get to the point where you feel yourself getting kind of low, well, you need to build yourself up. Take that time to love yourself, to rest up. Take that time to restore yourself, to relax, and to replenish everything that you've given out. As we give out, as Jesus gave out, the virtue of him, the anointing of him. He could feel it. So we have to sometimes get in that quiet place. That quiet place for me has always been early mornings. When I would get up and just go downstairs and just, open my daily bread, or just talk with the Lord, do my planning or whatever for the day. That's been my time of replenishing myself. Sometimes it even means turning the phone off. There's nothing wrong with turning your phone off an hour a day. You choose the time so you're not disrupted, because life will take everything out of you. It will take your time. It will take everything. So we have to find a way to shut that off so that we can replenish ourselves. Another thing is love is a relationship. Love is a decision. It's a choice. And it's a relationship. We have to find out how to love ourselves. We have to take the time to know ourselves. And just like in a relationship, if you're meeting someone and spending time with that person, you have to find out about that person. And the same with us. We have to find things about us. What makes us happy? What makes us sad? What makes us cry? These are things that we have to find out about us, because we have to establish a relationship. We establish relationships with everybody else. But, have we taken the time to actually establish a relationship with ourselves? I wrote this down, that the expression of love stems from the love that we have for others. We love others, but many times we don't extend that same love to ourselves. And as we begin to let that guilt build up, that keeps us from moving forward, because it's always that thing of guilt. And release it. Ask the Lord to help you to heal from it. And sometimes healing from that is facing it, dealing with it. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's hurtful. But we have to just let it go. We have to forgive ourselves for allowing people to walk over us, take advantage of us, treating us like doormats. It's not their fault. It's our fault because we allowed it. And believe me, I was there too. So I know firsthand. I felt like, I was just quiet. I was shy. I didn't say anything. So people took, my meekness for weakness. And I allowed them to do it. Many times they didn't know. I'd come home at night and I'd be crying. And they didn't know that they hurt me. And I didn't have the nerve or the guts to say anything to them, because I figured I would hurt them. I was more concerned about their feelings than I was about mine. So I would just cry. That's how I dealt with everything. I sit quietly and cry. And after a while, that will lead to depression if you are not careful. So allow yourself, whatever happened in the past is past. You've learned from that. That's the good thing. That's the thing about experiences. Good, bad, or indifferent, we learn from them. If they're bad, learn from them. Okay, I'll never do that again. You've learned now. Don't look at it as, wow, I never try that again. No. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid, because if you allow yourself that fear to step in, it's going to immobilize you where you can't move forward. Another thing, forgive yourself for not living out your expectations. Forgive yourself for living out the expectations of others, doing what other people wanted you to do, even though it made you unhappy. Have you ever been in a place you just said, yes, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. And you just kept doing things. But it was not your purpose. You just felt inside that, Lord, I don't even want to do this, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. We have to forgive ourselves for living out other people's expectations of what they expect of us. Is it on your purpose? Is it drawing you closer to being the best you that you can be? And now you find out that it didn't, but you did a favor, you helped someone out. That's all good. But we have to forgive ourselves and not hold that over us. Another thing, we have to forgive ourselves for not enjoying our life. Not allowing ourselves to enjoy our life. What is it that you want to do? Did you want to ever, make a trip to go here, to go there? Different experiences. What is it that you wanted to do that you denied yourself for one reason or another? Allow yourself, I wish I had did this when I was younger. Allow yourself to forgive yourself for that and move forward. What is it you want to do now? Allow yourself to forgive yourself for disappointments and for hurts that you haven't dealt with. And because you haven't dealt with, it kept you from being the best you that you could be. Because it's like you wake up and all you think about, you're looking at other people and wish you could have did this, wish you could have that, shoulda, coulda, woulda thing, where I wish I coulda, I wish I shoulda, wish I woulda. You never want to find yourself in that place. And I think at times we all go there. But when you get there, forgive yourself for that and move forward. Okay, I didn't do it then, but what can I do now? What are the things I've always desired to do? To better myself, to explore things, to live life, to enjoy it. I can tell you one thing. I have made a decision, I should say, to enjoy my best life to the fullest. I'm living every day to the fullest. I'm not saying that I'm always up on the cloud all the time. My desire is to stay there. And the way I do that is just to get into the Word, to get into my quiet space, allow myself to have a relationship with me, to allow my relationship with the Lord to grow. And in doing that, I can see just peace all around me because I don't allow a lot of turbulence or negativity to get in my circle or in my space. All right. So coming to number 5, accept that you are good enough. Okay. You are good enough. You are good enough. Your love life, what I'm learning, is a journey. I'm still working on mine to be the best me that I can be, to encourage other people to be the best, them that they could be. It's a journey. It does not happen overnight. It is a process. It is a journey because the more you find out about yourself, some things you're going to find out about yourself, you're going to cry about. It's going to hurt. But it's okay. Deal with that hurt and get past it. Allow your cup to remain full all the time and don't give out empty. When you feel yourself empty, you can't give anything out. That's when we have to say no. We have nothing left to give, and you don't want to deplete yourself. So you have nothing left to give for yourself. And remember that the love that you've been given is not for ourselves, but is to show and share with others. That's the love that we've been given. And that's why we have to basically protect our mindset from that. It's almost like, I've always liked lighthouses, because I began to study lighthouses is like a beam of light that shoots out. And in the process of that, everybody sees that light. So we have a lighthouse. We had it on our other house, and before we moved to Geneva, it's outside in front of our house now. It's a lighthouse. I want to be the light that others see. I want to be the light. The word says, Matthew 5:16, let your light so shine among others, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. I want my light to shine. And what I mean by that, you ever been around people, and I see it a lot now, especially since we're here in Geneva, you feel like people gravitate to you, or they want to be around you, or people say, well, being around you, I just feel so inspiration. I feel so inspired. I feel so motivated. That's encouraging to me, because I want to be one that brings encouragement, to show love, to inspire people to be the best that they can be. And I'm still, it's a process with me, because I'm always listening to positive things. There's enough negativity around, even with the corona, we all dealing with that. But I just choose that in this pandemic that I'm going to still be positive. I'm going to still enjoy my life the best that I can. If it means I have to set things up in the house to enjoy myself. Of course, we're all limiting ourselves. I still haven't been out in the restaurants. And guess what? I am so happy. It does not matter to me, because I can establish everything that I need here. If I need to get out, go for a walk, or get out, go for a ride, or, just getting out, doing what I need to do. But I'm okay. Wherever I'm at, it's like I'm going to make the best of what I have right here versus moping and complaining about what I don't have. And I think it comes with just being fulfilled in your life. When you know that you're fulfilled, when you accept yourself for who you are, and move forward, find out the things that make you happy, find out what your gifts, what your talents are, and explore those. Don't be afraid to do it. Even if you mess up, it's okay. You messed up, it don't mean that you're going to always mess up. You just keep doing it until you get it right. It'll come if it's your gift, if it's your talent. That's things that has to be perfected. And that's something that we have to do. That's our homework to do. And I think our attitude toward everything, once we accept ourselves and once we work on ourselves to love ourselves, we'll be able to move forward and things will be able to fall in place. But God is not going to give us things when we're not ready for it. So we have to be in a position to be ready, to be able to show love, share love. And it starts with the importance of loving yourself. Okay, at this time, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. These 5 tips, I pray that they've been a blessing and encouragement to you. As I'm doing a lot of researching for myself, as I'm doing a lot of, when I'm saying researching, I mean soul searching, things to better me, things to be better to the community, to be able to help and showing, love toward others. And some of it's hurtful. It's hurt, at times, because there's things that we have to deal with that we don't want to deal with, that we pushed under the rug for a long time because we didn't want to deal with it. But I promise you, once you deal with it and allow yourself to heal and forgive yourself and just love yourself and just take care of you. Sometimes you have to hug yourself. Don't depend on other people to show you love. If they do, that's great. But if they don't, guess what? I love me. God loves me. And that's what's most important. And when you get to that point, God will start putting people in your life that will embrace you, that will love you, that will encourage you, that will motivate you, that will lift you up, So at this time, I just want to thank everyone for viewing. And if this video has been a blessing to you, please leave leave me a thumbs up, and also leave a comment in the comment section below. If these are more type videos that you would like to see, because we are in the Celebration of Love and the series for the month of February. And I have one more video, I guess, to upload, and I guess that's in a couple days. That will be the end of the Celebration of Love. So leave something and let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you're new to this channel, or either if you've been viewing but have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever, when a video is uploaded. At this time, bye for now. Stay blessed. Love you.